second one act that's being performed today, the very creatively named Death on a Boat. I wanted to do a one act from like pretty much the time that I knew we had one acts, which was right after the first one act when I was a freshman happened. And I have a lot of ideas, but the first one that really stuck was when I heard of a movie called The Portland Expose. It's a gritty crime thriller from like 1950 something. And the big crime that the detective is trying to stop is pinball. Terrifying, I know. I don't want that on our streets either. But so, I was so inspired by that because I thought, even if I'm a bad writer, it's still funny that the crime is pinball. So after a lot of nights of listening to slow jazz with a lot of saxophone and drinking black coffee, because I thought that seems like something a detective would do, I had a script written, and it was about half an hour and not good at all. That's not what we're watching today. I actually forgot that script existed until after I submitted for the deadline. But I still knew I wanted to do, I want there to be a detective, I want him to monologue. So that's kind of just where the whole idea of the show came from, so fun for the detective. But no, when the one act deadline started coming up again this year, I started writing again, and after way less days, but still a lot of days of listening to jazz and drinking black coffee, which I don't even like, by the way, I got this script, submitted it, and yeah, we've been working really hard on it. I know people have been memorizing lines outside of our rehearsals, which, thanks, I know memorizing is not fun to do at all. Thanks for letting your kids, if there are your kids in here, be in the show, and like staying after school for some random guy to tell them what to do for an hour and a half. Yeah, we've all had a ton of fun, and I hope you guys have fun watching it too. So, this is Death on the Boat.
I was in Vancouver most of it. That town might have been small, but its streets were full of filth. Filth that thought it was my job to clean. So I scrubbed. I scrubbed and I scrubbed and I scrubbed. But I never got that spot out. Just a week prior, a woman confronted me. Asked me to find the whereabouts of her husband when he stays late for work. I didn't have the heart to tell her. He was found by the docks, fishing. I couldn't handle it anymore. Figured I'd have to pack my things and leave. Go to a smaller town, quieter, someplace where not everybody has something to hide. Just a month prior, I heard of a place called New York City. Sounds like a real nice place where everybody gets a full night's rest. And that is what's brought me on this cruise.
Who's that strange man talking to?
I have no idea. It's like he's talking to an audience. See, I have some experience with that. I'm a politician. I used to work for the paper down in Victoria, but I always wondered what life is like outside the news. My father was.
This is it, sweetheart. Beginning of a new life in New York City. From here on out, I'm gonna be a star.
We're gonna be stars, sweetheart. Still, I can't believe it's finally happening. New York City! Welcome, everyone. I am the captain of this ship. We've just left the dock in Vancouver. We'll be sailing cross country, east to New York.
I'm sorry. Did cross country.
I will take questions at the end, thank you. Dinner will be served at 6:30. Should any security issues arise, my first mate, Mr. Chekhov, has a gun. Or wait, no. He called in sick this morning. Oh well, I'm sure it will be fine.
What an odd man. I'm only being served one meal a day. A strange man, to be sure. But were his tendencies simply odd? Or was there something more there? Seemed to me, the ocean wasn't the only thing fishy around here.
What on earth are they talking about?
I actually agree with him. There's something very wrong with the captain.
Oh, quiet you. A lady must know when to speak. This is how it used to be.
Excuse me?
Manners, dear, manners. Oh, you girls these days, the pants, and the bandana, and the shirts, and the hairpins.
You literally just said everything I'm wearing.
I haven't noticed. Oh.
Will you two quit arguing? It's clear we have more pressing things to deal with here. How on earth does a boat sail cross country? I mean, there's a bunch of land in the way. Can anyone here tell me what's going on?
It seems the killer has taken his first victim.
Killer? Come on. There's no way there's a killer on this boat. I'm sure there's a perfectly reasonable explanation for what happened. He probably had heart disease or something. Must have gotten worked up in his first time on a boat and died of a heart attack.
Oh, I'm afraid not. See, he was talking to me and said how his family had no history of heart disease, and for him to come on a boat and have a heart attack.
It's true. We have very resilient cardiovascular systems.
Well, I, for one, am not going to say I would buy. Well, a killer could be on the loose.
Sweetheart.
No, Robert. I'm going to go have a word with the captain. Hello, everyone. Seems there was a slight lighting mishap. I'm sure everything will be... Oh, goodness, how unfortunate.
Unfortunate.
A man has died.
Well, I simply meant to say that the situation is not ideal. I didn't mean to imply anything I felt about the man himself.
And yet, this slight mistake seemed to reveal more about the captain's character than we could have ever anticipated. It was a glimpse into the mind of a killer. If only we had known back then.
But I think that in that case, he's trying to say, we think something's up. Ron over here died the second the lights on your ship went out. How are we supposed to know you didn't have something to do with it?
Well, the thing is... Excuse me. But, come on, seriously.
Yes, that's right. Run away from your crimes into the night.
It's 2:35.
Stop arguing, Bobby. The only way we're going to figure out what happened is if we work together. Oh, why you condescend?
All right. Look, I'm sure there's something around here that can tell us what happened. Why don't we take a look at the body?
Aha! A search for clues, you say? Well, it's a good thing. I have this!
Why did you... Never mind. Will you come help me search the room?
Oh, of course, Watson.
That's not mine.
Well, I guess we should search the body.
Yes, we should.
About what you said earlier, it was so... Well, I think... I'm just trying to live my life. I don't think it's very nice of you to be so dismissive of me.
I lived my life too. Almost 30 years ago, I was a flap in Chicago. All I cared about then was loud music and flaunting myself sexually. But then my husband died in the war, leaving me and my son alone. Had I not been out living my life, maybe John would still be alive. And little John was not alive.
I'm terribly sorry, but what did you being a flower have to do with his death? Even then, he could have died in New Orleans at least 10 years later.
Don't you know it's rude to interrupt a widow? See, this is what I can't stand about your generation. Always having something to say about anything.
What's this?
Yeah, sure, I was gonna dump her the second we got to New York City. But that doesn't let you off the hook for the annoying guy. You both are gonna stay here. Wagner and I are gonna question you. You start with Marge.
Margot!
Whatever, Marjorie. You take her over there. I'll take El Capitan over here.
Margot, that woman had a magnetism to her, and legs up to here.
Yo, with pants like that, it'd be hard not to.
Well, I couldn't make Edward feel fit. Margot clearly didn't like the old lady, but people don't snap like that. Works out too cleanly.
You done talking to yourself, Sam Spade?
Look here, Missy. We know you did it. You got caught red-handed. Just make it easier for the both of us and get to your yapping. You don't got enough evidence to call it in yet.
All right, you got me. McCrae's axe murder. We can't wait to be alone with her next victim.
Aha! It's not her.
What?
She's a red herring, Bubby. A real guilty person never confesses like that.
Whatever you say. You quack. Anyway, I think George boy over here is about to squeal.
Well, truth be told, this isn't the first time something like this has happened on my ship. It was a cold night, not so different from tonight.
Okay, now there's two of them.
We were a whaling vessel back then. I had a crew of 20 men working under me. That night it became 19. Mr. Chekhov called off work, so we were missing our harpoon gun. But it's okay, I was into whaling for the thrill of it anyways. The whale we were chasing fought like no other, and by the end of the night our ship had nearly snapped in two. That's when one of the seamen came up to me and... Excuse me.
Wait!
There's no need. I have enough evidence here to finally close this case. When I first stepped on this ship, I knew something was fishy, and not just the ocean. Now, Robert here was an annoying man, but he asked questions. Questions that needed to be answered. Questions that someone didn't like him asking. This, of course, leads me to George, the captain. Always running away, leaving sentences unfinished, and leaving questions unanswered. Maybe he decided he didn't like answering Bravo's questions. Maybe he decided we should stop asking them. But then we get to Deborah. Poor old Deborah. See, some people had a problem with her. See, Deborah was old and didn't really care about what other people thought about her, but thought that other people cared about what she had to say. Now that can get on some people's nerves, and that's a pressure that weighs down on your chest. And it can keep pushing you, and pushing, and pushing, until you eventually snap. But now, that works out too cleanly. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's always the person you never suspect. Which is why my professional and official opinion is, it was the member!
If there's enough scum like you on these streets, time to rot in jail when you belong.
What?
What?
I guess that wrapped up nicely.
None of it makes sense. I mean, I killed Deborah.
Just leave it, sweetheart. We can start a new life together. In New York, Malcolm.
Margot!
Well, I suppose I'll get back to steering the ship. Another waste of breath taken off the streets. But something didn't sit right with me. Maybe it was the fact that Margot confessed to the old lady's murder. Maybe it was the fact that there was indeed no butler on the ship. I don't know. All I know is that I was about to start my new life. I'd never been able to shake.